Madison as your Chicago Blackhawks open up the United Center for this first time this season. Yes, your Chicago Blackhawks win the home opener over the San Jose Sharks 4-2 in the United Center. They played great. The third period, not so much. It looked like they got tired in the third, but they had the goals to win this game, and they beat the Sharks 4-2 on home ice. This was a good win for your Chicago Blackhawks after coming off a rough loss against the Calgary Flames just a couple nights ago. This was a much needed win. Power play, the Hawks had a lot of them tonight. They went 2 for 7. Granted, I would say 2 for 6 because one of the power plays ended in 5 seconds due to the fact a penalty was called on Nick Foligno off the faceoff. They looked good, though. They were moving the puck, getting the opportunities. The Sharks went 0 for 3 on the power play. Total shots on goal per period. 4-10 in favor for your Blackhawks in the first. 7-13 in favor for the Blackhawks in the second. In the third period, as I mentioned, the Sharks looked like they had the more energy. It was 11-4 in favor for San Jose. Total shots on goal, 22-27 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. Sweet home Chicago it was, though, as the Hawks come back home to start their homestand of the regular season now in the United Center. It was good work by the team. They were able to get to the lead and have the advantage this entire game. Mrazek looked good in net for the Hawks. He wasn't really much needed in the first 2 periods of play. It was the third period where he needed to come out shining. So let's get into this game, shall we? As I mentioned, it was a lot of penalties to the San Jose Sharks. And while penalty trouble does come to the Sharks midway through the second period is really when we saw it. But the Hawks were able to come out of the gates on fire, buzzing, playing good hockey. And they get on the board pretty quick. At 4:20 in the first period, scored by number 71, Taylor Hall. His first of the season, assisted by number 78, TJ Brody, to make it a 1-0 game 4 minutes into the game. Brody feeds the puck up to Hall. Hall goes blazing down the ice and deceives the netminder for San Jose and Vitek Vanacek to open up the 5-hole and throw it in through his 5-hole and in. Hawks up 1-0 4 minutes into the game. That's good to see. Hawks continue their press, and well, they were moving the puck well. After this, they looked like they were on a power play the entirety of the game, even though it wasn't like that. There was a penalty on the Sharks, then it goes to the Hawks going to the box 5 seconds after it. So neglected power plays. So we end up having to wait till the end of the period where the Hawks do get a power play. And well, at 19-11 in the first period, scored by number 59, Tyler Bertuzzi. His first as a Chicago Blackhawk, assisted by number 86, Teuvo Teravainen, and number 98, Connor Bedard, to make it a 2-0 game for your Chicago Blackhawks at the end of 1. After this power play, the Hawks draw another penalty, and this power play goes into the second period. Hawks on the power play going into the second period, and we take advantage of it. 43 seconds into the second period, scored by number 17, Nick Foligno. His third of the season, assisted by number 86, Teuvo Teravainen, and number 98, Connor Bedard, to make it a 3-0 game early in the second period. So let's talk about the Bertuzzi goal first, because I kind of wanted to mention the two power play goals kind of close to each other, but in two different periods right now. This Bertuzzi goal was a nice redirected pass from Teuvo Teravainen. Bedard deceives the Sharks. He feeds it over to Teuvo. Teuvo sees Bertuzzi in the slot, pass it off his to Bertuzzi in the slot. It goes redirected in. Hawks up by 2. Then on the power play going into the second period, Bedard deceives the Sharks again. No look pass across the ice over to Teravainen. Teuvo shoots it over to Nick Foligno at the doorstep. Tic-tac goal style. Hawks lead by 3. But the Sharks were able to kind of answer back after this, because it comes later in the second period. Mrazek didn't need to be seen for a little bit. He was playing well when needed. The Hawks were looking good. Hawks had a 5-on-3 power play they did not succeed at. And then late in the second period, at 18-17, Tyler Toffoli scores his third of the season, assisted by Eklund and Granlund, to make it a 3-1 game at the end of 2. So the Hawks now go into the third period with a 2-goal lead. But into this third period of play, the Hawks start the period out with a 5-on-3 power play again. This is their second 5-on-3 power play of the game. But in the third period of play, they do not do anything. They don't get it into the net. They generated a lot of chances, just didn't get one on net and in. So Sharks have a little bit of momentum, but the Hawks were able to still battle and get a goal in this third period of play. At 2:19 in the third period, scored by number 16, Jason Dickinson, his first of the season, assisted by now number 22, Joey Anderson, to make it a 4-1 lead for the Chicago Blackhawks. What happens with this play? Taylor Hall sends the puck into the offensive zone. A Sharks player gets it on the boards, but Joey steals the puck from him. Anderson sends it over to Dickinson, and Dickinson puts it in. It's a 4-1 lead. That's good to see. Hawks keep the momentum. It's a 4-1 lead, 3-goal game. But after this goal, the Sharks are able to answer back. 30 seconds pretty much after this Dickinson goal. At 2:52 in the third period, Zetterlund scores his second of the season, assisted by Granlund and Eklund, to make it a 4-2 game. What happens here? A delayed penalty off of the face-off off the goal by Dickinson, and the Sharks took advantage of it, moving it into the Hawks defensive zone, cycling the puck, and they were able to put it in the net. So the Hawks are now holding on to a 2-goal lead going down the final minutes. The Sharks pull their goalie late with 3.5 minutes left in regulation, and the Hawks nearly had an opportunity to score on it. Ilya Mikheyev shot it over the net. and it doesn't go in. Hawks don't score empty netter. Sharks don't score with the extra attacker for 3.5 minutes of play. Hawks winning it 4-2 over San Jose in our home opener at the Madhouse on Madison. So, down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on tonight's action, and thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I know you enjoyed the outcome. Hawks win! Hawks win! And most of all, let's go Hawks!